Folks, here we are at the Batavia Downs second day of the Legends and Stars event with Bills legend Steve Tasker. Steve, you've signed a lot of autographs today. I have to ask, is your hand tired?
No, it's not breaking rocks with a hammer. It's pretty easy stuff, so yeah.
So there's been a lot of people today. This is probably one of the first events that have had this many people in terms of autographs since everything's shut down and now opened back up again. How awesome was it being able to meet all of these people today?
Oh, it's always nice to be out. People are great. Fans are awesome, and it's neat too. Some of the things they bring for you to sign are actually pretty cool. I wish I had one of those.
What is the coolest thing you've signed so far today?
Now the thing that's today I've signed a bunch of is pictures of me and Daryl Talley smoking cigars. So that's kind of cool. Yeah.
So the Bills just signed Saran Neal to a 3-year deal. You obviously know how important special teams are and how a good special teams player is. You mentioned it on the show a little bit last week, of course. Could you just talk a little bit about the importance of having like a guy that's so important on special teams? Obviously, there's a picture of him being triple teamed by the Chiefs in that last game. So,
the teams are always important, and since the early 80s, 80, 81, 82, when the league expanded rosters on game day to over 40 guys, and now it's up to 45, 47. Now you've got a group of guys, since then, for the last, 40 years, the rosters are big enough to have a handful or more of guys who do nothing but play special teams. They're specialists. And those guys have carved out, and guys like me and Saran Neal and, Matt Slater and, Hank Bauer. There's a ton of guys out there that carved out a niche on special teams and really helped their teams win games. And Saran certainly has done that. He's playing at an elite level. A lot of people don't realize it, but people around the league, like Dave Tobe, the Kansas City Chiefs special teams coordinator, it's a great tribute to Saran and how important he is and how big a factor he can be. So when other coaches on other teams notice you, it really is a feather in your cap, and it's something that you really, strive for. Certainly Saran has reached that level.
A lot of interesting people here today, a lot of big names. Of course, Chad Ochocinco is here and Hines Ward. Are those guys you've ever signed autographs with before or even had the chance to talk to? Or are you meeting these guys for the first time?
I haven't even met them yet. So, you come in there, you kind of get your head down and start signing things, and they're the same way. So I got a chance to give Bill Polian a hug, that kind of thing. Tyler Bass I said hey to and all that. Harrison Phillips and that. But I haven't, aside from the two places I've been, you're really kind of in your own little cocoon here. They got, people are here to see you and get your autograph, so you want to accommodate them before you actually take a minute and stick your head up and say, hey, hi, how you doing? Jason Taylor, what's going on? All these guys. So it is a lot of fun to be here, though, and it's a little bit of a thrill for us, too, to see all these guys.
All right, one last question for you. Does this train ever stop?
I don't think so. No. It's autograph train, you mean?
Train, any train.
No. Oh, well, I don't know. Yeah, sooner or later it'll come to a grinding halt. But yeah, it's like I tell people about my career. They always, they're always really kind to me and say, hey, loved watching you play and all that. And I always say the same thing. It's fun while it lasts.
What's going on, everybody?
Folks, we got Alex here. We're downtown by Rec Room on Chippewa Street in between two streets. I don't know the name of. Alex, we're in a rain delay right now. How long do you think the rain delay is going to take?
I'm going to say 5 minutes. 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
5 more.
Okay, well, it was half an hour about 20 minutes ago, so that's a pretty close estimate, I bet.
It's been a long-ass time.
When we come back, are you afraid of the teams being cold, or you just think we're just going to jump right into it?
I think the better team's going to win, honestly. And I think if you watch that game, don't matter if you're cold or hot, we both started cold. We ran out there and got the points. We're up 24-10, 24-13, wherever it is. I think we're going to come on and do it again, honestly.
Who's the better team?
I got to watch. Who's leading right now? What do you mean, who's the better team? You know who the better team is. The Bills, baby. Josh Allen.
Do you have any concerns going into the second half?
I really don't. If we stay healthy, if Zach Moss might get the ball a little bit, we're figuring out ways to score. If our defense can keep it together, our offense can keep scoring, which I think they will, there's nothing to worry about. They're not ready for it. Their defense is not ready for it.
Zay, how's your offseason going so far? And what are you looking forward to about getting some rest and relaxation?
It's been pretty good. I can go back to the barbecue restaurant and cook some barbecue, hang out with some people, and just chill. Have a relax my mind. Free agency's coming up, so I'm just chilling right now until everything starts.
So obviously one of your best qualities is speed. I'm curious, if you had to run a 40 right now, what do you think you could run?
I'd probably run a 4.4. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still in shape. You know what I'm saying? I've been training. I haven't been out. I've been out for like a month, so I still got it.
Even with no warm up?
Oh, that's tough. With no warm up, that'll be hard. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably pull a couple muscles now.
All right. So obviously you've got to do your conditioning and your strength stuff over the offseason. You can't just rest the entire time. With that said, obviously you're always looking to improve. What's one thing maybe you're looking forward to sort of maybe doing next season that you haven't really done yet so far? Anything you're looking forward to?
I would say being a better returner. You know what I'm saying? Just, catching the ball, running after the catch, and just using my vision and just honing things up on the return end, basically. So,
for the Madden that's going to come out in August, what do you think your overall should be?
I think it's at 74 right now, maybe. It's tough. I'm gonna go 78, maybe 80. My overall should be 78, maybe 80. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've done enough to get at least. You know what I'm saying?
Matter for you guys in the end, but did it feel that way? It kind of looked that way.
Honestly, it's just so hard to see. Like, you think things are ending, but you see they have a better view of it. So I may have called things that were not even completely, they could be completely wrong. I don't really know if we were battling them very much. They actually did a very good job. They always try to battle the middle here.
You're up 2-0. Niagara Wolves a nail biter. Thank you. And then you come out with a 9-point run in the fourth set to start off. It seemed like the momentum had kind of been sucked up and everything, which is right back immediately. What was your message between sets and how did they respond to it?
The message was to play hard. We went away from that in the third set, and the biggest thing was how did they react that we didn't have energy in that third set. I told them, like, this atmosphere is stale. It's not energetic. So you guys have to bring that power anytime. I mean, Him as a great server, so it's always nice to
play them again Tuesday.
Yeah.
Obviously, they'll have a chance to play you, or you have a chance to play them. How do you make sure they don't adjust to you? What are the adjustments do you make to them to make sure you do, I guess I'll say, dominant fashion? You're still in range of the second and third seed in the MAC. You might need a little bit of help from some other teams. Is it important to you to get those higher seeds, or do you approach it differently?
I mean, I don't really think it matters, but it always is.